What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to talk about Armored Core and kind of run through my situation with the game. I try to do this with a lot of upcoming games and talk about if I'm getting it, not getting it, somewhere in between. I think that's kind of where I'm at with Armored Core, is the somewhere in between. The game looks fantastic. It's more of a product of the time when the game actually releases versus the games that are about to come right after or even right before. So that's going to kind of be what this video is about. First, let's just talk about the game. The game looks great. And, I've said it before in some of the past Armored Core videos, but in case this is your first, I'm relatively new to the franchise. I had played one Armored Core game back in my youth, back when I was a kid. I have honestly no idea which one it was. I know it was for PC. I can picture the box cover in my head, but I played it for maybe like a day or two, and then I pieced out. I thought it was way too hard. I don't really think it was for like a 7, 8, 9-year-old, however old I was maybe at the time, and I never went back. I never tried this game. And granted, it's been gone for a while. This is the first Armored Core game in an incredibly, incredibly long time, and in the meantime, From Software has been doing a lot of other things that have made me fans of them, right? I really do believe a lot of people that are going to end up getting Armored Core are even just interested in it right now, like me, right? I think those are some of the newer age From Software fans. I'm sure you do have your diehard Armored Core fans, but I don't know. I don't think there's going to be that many of them. I don't know how much of a legion of people there are that have been waiting for the 6th entry. I think these are people that came in really from Demon Souls, on. Whether it was Elden Ring or Dark Souls or Bloodborne or whatever that kind of got them in. And I think this is really going to be a fun little test to see what they can do with this game, because you can clearly see the elements of those, Soulsborne games in it. Absolutely. And they talked about, some of the difficulty with the boss fights and even the length of time. Like, this game is a meaty, meaty game. It's more, I'd say, like streamlined in you do this mission, then you pop out, then you customize, then you go in, you do the next mission, and so on, so on. And it has, its online components of, battling each other, but for the most part, this is a very heavy single-player, mission-oriented kind of game. And they've said, like, the length of time, 50, 60 hours, like, this is a really meaty game. On one side of things, I'm completely fine with that. I mean, I think a game like this being 50 hours is not that crazy. I don't think it's all that unexpected, even coming from what they've done in the past. The issue to me is actually the negative of time is just you only have so much time, right? Starfield comes out about a week and a half after this, or even earlier if you do the early access. You got other games like Lies of P and Payday and Mortal Kombat and even more in September. That's really the thing to me. It's not so much about Armored Core. It's more, well, I just know, and I guess maybe that does have to do with Armored Core, right? The game looks really good. The game looks fun. The game looks difficult, but in a good way. I was really actually kind of blown away from the gameplay that we just got, where people were able to play, 4 or so hours. They did that 12, 13-minute breakdown of the gameplay. It was actually much, much better than I thought it was, and it kind of came at the right time too, right? Because we're kind of getting close to it, and they really haven't shown off that much about the game, but then they did, and I think they did really, really good. I like the style. I like the combat, how the combat looks at least, right? We'll have to see, I guess, if I pick it up and get frustrated with the difficulty. That does scare me a little bit. Not so much because of Elden Ring, right? I think before Elden Ring, okay, then that was really a big problem for me. Elden Ring, I managed to actually get through. I didn't actually beat it, but I got through like most of it, as compared to the other ones, which maybe I played 5, 10 hours of each of them. Elden Ring, I played much, much more. So I'm not too scared about the difficulty. It's more, I don't know, I've kind of circled Starfield, not just on my calendar, which I do have, but also in my head, right? In my head, okay, Starfield is that game that I'm going to be losing a lot of time to. And Armored Core, I don't know. For me, here's what it probably boils down to. Would I buy Armored Core at full price, right? Would I buy it to then put it down 5 to 10 days later? And then when am I going to pick it back up? Now, eventually I would, but would I pick it up in November? Would I pick it up in December? In which case, why wouldn't, and I need to be smarter with this. This is kind of why I almost talk myself into things by making these videos. I think it'd be wiser to kind of wait, maybe even get it on a Black Friday deal, right? And then around November time, if you can get it for $40 instead of $60, you get it then. That's probably why I'm going to play it anyway. So again, it's not super like as a negative of Armored Core. It's more of, this is actually insane. Like, September through November is absolutely insane. I don't know, if the game doesn't really jump out at me, I can't imagine it standing a chance with now, if Starfield's terrible, maybe, but I really don't think that's going to happen. But if it is, then Armored Core maybe would be almost like a backup plan. But I'm excited to see more of this game. Like, that's absolutely something I want to see online. I'll be paying attention to the reviews and whatnot, but let's see what people say. Let's see more of the gameplay, because everything we've seen, I have gotten more and more excited. It's possible, if it's a week before the game coming out or even that week, and we start seeing those reviews, not necessarily the scores, but the actual gameplay that people are posting, if it kind of blows me away, I might be tempted. I might have to do it, just as almost like a reflex thing. So let me know what you guys think about Armored Core. Are you getting it, not getting it? Let me know. Make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, so you know when all these videos go up. If you want to support or follow me anywhere else, all my links to my other YouTube channels, our Twitter, our Discord, all those are in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next one.